This chair, it's comfortable. That's what scares me. I am 61 years old, and I can feel the world quietly offering me the easy exit. Slow down, settle in, disappear politely. But I refuse to let my final chapters become a slow fade into routine and obscurity. I'm making this because I need to look my own mortality straight in the eyes and ask a simple question. How will I cross the finish line? I don't want to glide into the end untouched. I want to arrive battered, exhausted, and completely used up, knowing I didn't leave a single ounce of life on the table. This is what drives me to ride a motorcycle to remote places and climb mountains. Some people call it adrenaline. It isn't. It's truth. Let's talk about where this Monster 13 hikes came from. That's really me looking at a map saying, oh, that mountain looks great and I want to hike it. Actually, I have over 100 hikes for this trip specified, but these are 13th hardest based on their 9 of 9 rating. So anything that was a 6 and above basically made the list. You notice there's a couple big ones that didn't. Pulag, for example. That's because I'm going to take the easy way up. So enough of me talking. Let's take a look at these hikes in the order that I'll hopefully be doing them. You know, this hike here, I was thinking a walk through cultural historic areas and a little uphill. No, it's a huge uphill. It's going to wear me out, but it's going to be absolutely scenic, and I'm going to love the cultural aspect, meeting the people. Plus, I'm going to have a couple days on the trail, so staying overnight in some guest houses will be interesting. I look forward to it. This mountain here, I tell you what, excites me and scares me because I saw a video of some river crossings where they were almost being swept down the river, and I tell you what, it's going to be brutal. Now this one, I tell you what, it's one of those, doesn't seem that bad, but I tell you what, I think at the end it's going to be a butt kicker, and I tell you what, it does look kind of scenic getting up kind of the mossy terrain, and when you get up there, that sunrise view could be awesome. Now this hike, I tell you what, this is one where I imagine that guy gives me a machete and says, okay, make your own way. It's going to be brutal going up, and I tell you what, it will be different because I think it's going to be real tropical, at least that's my hope. In this mountain, I tell you what, that Stratovolcano, and it's a little bit on the active side. It's going to be very interesting, especially with Mingan going off in the distance. But I tell you what, with the lakes and the scenic overlooks, it has potential for being my top hike in the country. Now with Apo, it's the highest point in the Philippines. You got to do it just for the bucket list, especially if you're a hiker. It doesn't excite me, but then I look at the last ascent to the top and it looks pretty awesome. In that view, I bet you it's going to be great in the morning. Now with Dulang-Dulang, right in the middle of Mindanao, basically it's a couple big monster mountains there. I got to hike one of them. Dulang got my boat. A friend of mine said, Mark, just don't get kidnapped up there because those things happen. Then I head up to a tropical island to hike a tropical mountain. I thought this would be R&R, but I'm going to try doing that traverse between those two monsters there. And I tell you what, it's going to be R&R, but my legs, they're going to need a massage after. And I tell you what, I'm definitely going to take advantage of all the wonderful waterfalls on the island. Hopefully they are flowing. Then I'll be doing this volcano that's going to be over by Dumaguete. Great views, volcanic vents. I have no idea why these other expats that hang out in that town haven't gone up. Maybe one will beat me up the mountain before I get there. First time I've seen this mountain, I was thinking, hey, this could be a soul-crushing climb. Actually, it's those knife's edge that really got me excited. Said, no, I got to do it even though it's very close. G2, and I tell you what, G2 I need to protect. Because G2 is the reason why I decided to come to Philippines for my first epic adventure after retirement. It has both the knife's edge and it has kissed the wall. That sounds like drama in a good way. Now this last one, I tell you what, it's going to be brutal. I rated one of the hardest hikes in the Philippines as far as difficulty. My legs are going to be tired, so it's going to be a game day decision on this one. And talking about game day decisions, this is going to be on the island of Palawan. This is going to be my last hurrah. It's going to be late in the hiking season. It's going to be June. Basically, weather is going to be wet. So again, if the weather doesn't look good and I'm really tired, I just might skip it. So that completes my overview of the hikes. I did not go into a lot of detail and specs. You can find that on the internet, and they do probably a better job than me. And also, there's a lot of good vlogs and videos out there. People have done the hikes before me. For me, though, it's going to be a challenge just because of my age and also because of the intensity. I'm trying to do all these in 1 year, actually in 8 months. That's going to be unique. And I'm also going to be living off a motorcycle in a country where I don't speak the language. So it's going to be a real experience, and I'm looking forward to it. Definitely the cultural interaction with the people along the route. And we will see what happens. But it's less than 5 months, and this trip will be starting. You guys take care. And come along, join the journey with me.